let's talk about the trend of non-US IMGs. Now, most of us fall into this category of non-US IMGs who are seeking the residency position. So, if you were to compare the last 6 years data, the trend is upwards. All right. So, of course, this year the net seat increment was about around, you can say, around 200 plus positions. But overall trend looks like it's an upward trend of international medical graduates matching into the US program. All right, despite of the virtual match challenges and difficulties for a lot of people who could not give their CS exam or pathway applicants. But overall, if you see, the trend is upwards in terms of non-US IMGs getting matched. Now, if you were to see specialty specific data for the last 6 years, okay, let's review that as well quickly. Again, uh, we will talk about that in terms of individual specialties also. We are going to run this career specialty series as well. So in which I will be talking about individual specialties and pathways to be considered for fellowships after every specialty as well. All right. So anesthesiology, if you were talk about the last 6 years match statistics, so it appears that there is a downward trend in terms of IMGs getting matched into the program. Although the net number was any which ways lesser, but at this point of time, if you see, there is a downward trend in terms of match. 2017, 85 physicians got matched. 2022, 61 physicians who have matched, and average step to CK score required is 236. Intentionally, I have removed the step one cutoff criteria because now the step one exam becomes pass and a fail. So it is understood that you should aim for step one passing in first attempt, but step two CK score, which is required for anesthesio program, is 236. All right. Next in line is emergency medicine. Again, very popular for students who are not sure medicine, surgery, and they want to do intermediate. They want to, they like trauma, they like, doing things on a faster pace, and they enjoy the pressure, in the emergency room. All right. So then, of course, those who are keen on working in the OPDs, emergency medicine is an option, which is having an upward trend of net number of IMGs getting matched, and globally this field is coming up very well. All right, it is competitive, no doubt about it. Step to CK average score, mean median score was 242, and believe me, it is going to increase year on year. All right, so make sure those aspirants who are not sure surgery medicine want to try for emergency medicine, do prepare well and build your profile accordingly. You can do your rotations in trauma, critical care, in these kind of fields. All right. Family medicine match statistics. Now, this again is coming up as a potential good option to be considered. Please understand, primary care physicians are the utmost in terms of shortage in America, right? Family medicine traditionally was, secured by American physicians or green card holders, because a lot of these small clinics do not have power or, things to give visa, issue visa. All right. But these days the trend is improving, and one reason, like earlier, there were not much fellowship opportunities for post family medicine. All right. But recently, of late, there are a couple of interesting options which have come up post family medicine. Like doing geriatrics, doing sports medicine as an option after family medicine career. All right. So this is something which you can also consider. Family medicine as a career opportunity looks very interesting. Post COVID. All right. Step to CK score required is 229. So USMLE scores required are lesser compared to the other specialties. All right. Internal medicine, if you are going to talk about, the trend has been upward. The net, there are more than 10,000 positions. Okay, so for every five students matching into internal medicine, you'll find one student getting into psych, one student into OBGY, one into surgery, one into patho, one into neuro. All right, 10,000 seats, and this year 2435 physician got matched. Post internal medicine, as you already heard from the panelists, you can consider cardiology, hemonc, a lot of options, nephro, lot of options available for each one of you to consider. All right, and if you see the trend of step 2 CK score, it's an upward trend. Now the average score required for our internal medicine specialty has been 243, and believe me, now that step 1 is becoming pass and a fail, this number is surely to rise year on year. Okay, So make sure your foundations of step 1 is strong so that you hit a greater digit, 3 digit on your step 2 CK. All right. So again, a very important statistics for you. Neurology, our panelists did match into medicine, neurology. So neurology, if you see, you can say flat, but compared to last year, the net number of people getting have decreased. So out of 163 physicians matching globally in neurology, we have Dr. Surbi among us, who's got admission. Although her step 1 score was extremely high, but average step 2 CK score, is 239 in the specialty of neurology at this point of time. And then let's talk about OBGY. Uh, Again, very flat, but the net number of seats are less. Overall, almost all 1,100 seats, and step to CK score required is 245, and around 45, 46 hospitals offer visa for OBGY. So net number of programs are also lesser, and out of which 40 people got matched this year. All right. Again, very competitive, and in US they do consider OBGY as a surgical field. All right. So you cannot say I like OBGY, I like PEDS, and I'll apply to both the fields. PED is a medicine field, and OBGY becomes a surgical field. All right. Perfect. Pathology as a math statistics, again a downfall compared to the last 2 years. But if you see the overall average, it's an same average has been around 215. So this year 212 physicians got it. And one peculiar thing about pathology as a specialty is that lot of the physician applicants have a existing degree from India, home country degree already in patho from India, right? So while they do their post graduation patho in India, they give their MLEs and then they apply for the match. Also, research becomes very important and this kind of field. Okay, patho has a couple of tracks: of academic track, research track, clinical patho track. So the length of program also varies when you consider path as a specialty. Pediatrics, again very popular among IMGs. Average score required of 237, and believe me, this is going to increase very soon. All right, so pediatrics also in demand field and very interesting for international medical graduates. Uh, net the trend is on a upward side when we consider pediatrics compared to last you can say 6 years journey. Almost we started with 253 seats in 2017. Net almost 100-point jump, in terms of people getting matched into pediatrics, right? Psychiatry, again, a very popular field amongst the IMGs. Average ratio has been around 130s. So that's the similar. In fact, number for 21 and 22 is exactly similar. 133 physicians got matched in psychiatry this year. All right. So that is interesting to also understand that again, psychiatry is one of the kind of primary care specialty considered in the United States and much in demand. So, very interesting for those who like to interact on a regular basis with physicians. And believe me, most of the students who have considered psychiatry as a career also have ensured that they are learning Spanish language, because a lot of patient population in United States speak Spanish. So that language skills of yours will really help for family medicine, psychiatry, in fact, for all the specialty, but specifically these primary care specialty where you are interacting with physicians day in, day out, right? Perfect. Finally, of course, surgery preliminary positions, net, these uh, dip compared to last year. The step to CK score was 246, and last year 191 physicians got, and this year 167. So 30 points depth. So surgery is competitive and will be competitive in United States. So that's a brief, analysis of the trend of the all the positions, all the major positions where people got matched. So I thought I should talk about this as well to all of you.